if I get out of line, I just want to let you know beforehand. It's because I'm a diehard Lakers fan, so I may curse, I may say some things. But JJ Redick, hired as the brand new Lakers coach, captain second choice, has been hired as the brand new Los Angeles Lakers coach, man. And Kyle, what do you think about that before I get into this? Because I got to compose myself when I'm talking about my Lakers.
It's funny to me, but honestly, in all seriousness, I like this move. I'm gonna tell you why. The Lakers come with a lot of controversy, a lot of hate, a lot of expectations. Who can handle that better than JJ Redick? Other than LeBron James, who is the most hated like basketball player probably ever in our generation? JJ Redick. He played for Duke. Nobody liked him. He's young. Him and LeBron can relate. I don't think he'll try to coach him. He'll try to be innovative with him. He'll try to, collaborate with him to see how to make the team better. And plus, the NBA, they always like recycle the same coaches over and over and over. I'm glad to see some new blood, somebody young, somebody that can implement some new schemes. I'm excited to see where it goes. I think it's going to work.
So yes and no. You're absolutely right. When they were talking about Monte Williams actually coaching the Lakers, my heart stopped for a second because I was like, this dude has literally been fired like 3 times in a row and just getting a bunch of guaranteed money. It's a tough job coaching the Lakers. If you're not a Pat Riley or you're not a Phil Jackson, you don't see too many Lakers coach lasting over 3 seasons. It's just not something that's really done because they are a franchise, maybe more than any other franchise in all of sports, expect championship every year. I am a delusional, unrealistic Lakers fan. We think we're going to get every free agent. I remember there were some years where I didn't talk to Cal because he
I
was
remember
talking.
that.
We were throwing these terrible press conferences trying to get players like LaMarcus Aldridge, and they were just turning us down. And it was tough for me because I'm like, how are you turning down the Lakers? But I do agree with you. The last couple of coaches we had, except for Luke Walton, we hired coaches to appease our stars instead of hiring coaches that actually know how to coach. And I hate downing a brother, but there was many games this season and last season where I would see the clipboard and Darvin Ham had nothing on the clipboard. He was just kind of like a motivational guy, but no X and O's. One thing you can say about players at Duke that were under Coach K, they have a basketball IQ
Yeah.
and LeBron has a basketball IQ. So while obviously I think LeBron might be older than Redick, but he's going to respect his mind, and he can actually. A lot of the games that the Lakers lost last year was just due to terrible lineups. Like Darvin Ham would put these all defensive lineups and then get outscored by 30 points. Like it doesn't matter if you hold the team to 90 when you can only put together 70. My biggest concern, however, is we don't have LeBron on the dotted line. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. And we go as far as the Lakers, we go as far as LeBron goes. Do I think LeBron still has a lot in the tank? Absolutely. I think physically he could play at this level another 3 or 4 years if he wants to. The key is what do we do in this draft pick and how much power does JJ Redick have? But it's a bold move. He has someone that has a basketball IQ, but the Lakers are a whole different beast. The team has high expectations, but he's going to bring his A game right from the start. So I'm hoping it goes well. And if not, hell, we still got the trade deadline. We can get rid of all these guys and start afresh. But I'm excited for next season.
So you kind of right. I think JJ is a couple of months older than LeBron. But I did see something where he said he was going to play LeBron off the ball more. I heard a lot of coaches say that, and then when the season started, of course, he has the ball. I think LeBron's going to have to adjust and come off of the ball because he can come off the ball. He probably can play longer, you know what I'm saying, with all the games. He got to start building this team still around LeBron, but around other players, letting other players, flourish or whatever. So they can get the best of LeBron and he's not wearing his body down, and trying to play point guard and, running up all these minutes. And then when he come out the game, they can't run the offense because they're used to him running it. I don't know if LeBron, I think he kind of actually likes that though. That the team actually suffers when he come out the game, because you would think it would be common sense with his age and all of that now to come off the ball more. He still would get his 25, 26. I mean, the assists may come down some, but what else can you accomplish? You already got everything. So now it should just be all about championships and making the team better that way. What you think of that?
I 100% agree on both counts. I believe he doesn't have the outward ego like a Kobe or a Mike, but his ego might be even worse because he doesn't mind the franchise going to the shits just so he can prove how valuable he is. And I'm a big LeBron fan. I also agree with you that at this point in his career, he should be in that elbow. LeBron should be DeMar DeRozan.
Yeah.
And we saw someone that plays in the elbow, that plays in the post. LeBron is still unstoppable in the post and probably will be until the day he dies. He's just too big. He's too strong. He can still pass out the post. You see players like Jokic pass out the post and still get you 6 or 7 assists just from him knowing where everybody is going to be on the floor. And then you have a coach like JJ that has the same basketball IQ that knows how to put the players in the spot. The key is going to be what do they do in the offseason to put the pieces around, because LeBron is a generational player. He can fit on any team. AD is a generational player. He can fit on any team. It's everybody else. And I feel the last few years, they tried to outsmart where the league is going, not putting shooters around LeBron, not having wings that are long and can defend. This is something that you have to win. So really, it's going to be what's done in the offseason to put those pieces around. And I think LeBron, JJ together, if given the reins,
Yeah.
we'll be able to find some pieces. But if we let Pelinka I feel like they get players just by names and not by fit. Like, oh, this player sounds like, they would be good, or this player had a good off season. Let's go ahead and sign them to a huge contract. Talking to you, Gabe Vincent. But the pieces that they pick, and they also need to get a center because AD flourishes playing the 4.
Yeah.
And for some reason, Darvin Ham was like, nah, you gonna be the center. That's not where he's comfortable at. Why would you want a player put into it when he's banging against Jokic and Embiid? AD is not happy, but there's not a 4 in the league that can compete with AD. So I think they're talking about getting Zach Edey. I don't know if he's ready to go as a rookie, but they definitely need to get a big man. And then I hear they have some interest in Murray and Trae Young. So my man AR might be on his way out. But if it leads to us getting number 18, everybody can get it. Everybody can go. I don't care.
I guess this is a problem though, and I've seen somebody mention this a couple of months ago. So when they used to build teams around LeBron, it'll be LeBron, like another star player. You put a Kyle Korver, Mike Miller. You put 3-point shooters around him.
Ray Allen, if you're talking about Miami.
Them dudes ain't getting minimum money no more. Them 3-point shooters getting like 20, 25 million. So you can't build that same team around LeBron that you used to, paying LeBron 30, 40 million and then paying them 3-4 million a year. And they come in open, hit the open threes. A player like J.R. Smith, they get like $25 million now. So now you got to.
Yeah. But shooting it, you can find good shooters anywhere. That's the thing. They don't have to be a star to be a spot up shooter. We just need someone that can shoot. I mean, there's guys out there, former Virginia player Joe Harris. He's a minimum player now, but he can still shoot. Mid-level exception, you can afford someone like Buddy Hield. He can still shoot. So there are Seth Curry. He's a minimum player now. So there are players out there that they can pick up and afford that are just good shooters. And all you need is 2 or 3 on the team that can go and fit with any lineup. So I still think they're out there. They just have to search.
Well, you're right, but I think like those Mike Millers, those players like that, Ray Allen, they'll win you a whole playoff game. Like they just have J.R. Smith, they'll have a game, they hit 7, 8 threes, and they're on fire. And he don't have those players around him no more. It's like if he don't go out there and do it every single night, like the Lakers are in trouble. And it seemed like they got the pieces, they just kind of don't mix. The league has went to somewhere. Everybody's about depth now. It used to be the 3, and then now it's like who has the deepest team. And I think LeBron need to rethink it. He's traded so much over the years that now he can't compete because everybody's deep. Even Ingram. I mean, they did get a championship, but imagine if y'all had like Brandon Ingram, Randall, all the players that y'all traded away, like y'all would be lethal. But they went all in, and AD, it worked. You know what I'm saying? They got a championship. I just don't know in terms of the long run, like how much is it going to hurt the team when LeBron's not there no more.
Yeah, I mean, long run, I think we'll be all right because finally we get our picks back after that AD trade 5 or 6 years ago. We finally get our picks back. But I think when LeBron leaves, everybody has to leave. We have to do a real rebuild. And I'm talking, we need AD gone. And I think that's what JJ, they hired him for. Because with his basketball IQ, they can potentially compete for a championship next year, maybe the year after. And then I feel LeBron walks away. And when LeBron walks away, AD will still be 34 years old. He'll have maybe a year left on his contract, still have a little bit of prime. He'll be on the downside of his prime, but enough that we can recoup some picks. But you're absolutely right. I look at the players that we got rid of, Zubac, Clarkson, the fact that we could have drafted Jason Tatum and drafted Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, Julius Randle, D'Angelo Russell, who we traded and got back. That's a team that can compete right now if we were just patient. But you know, it is what it is. Lakers like the stars. I'm gonna stick beside them.
All right, of course. Nice transition, Mars. Because speaking of LeBron James leaving, so LeBron doing this every 2-year thing he do. He's hitting free agency, but usually